so he has no more excuses. And yeah, I just hope he brings the best Jarvis.
He's not someone I'm scared of. I think he's pretty overrated personally.
He thinks it's his belt, but it's actually mine, you know what I mean? So I'll take that belt back to Dublin where it belongs.
I don't think it's going to go the distance. I'm just excited to finally shut him up.
Jarvis.
It's good to be back. Yeah, good to see you again.
Good to have you back, sir. The Supercard in Qatar, what a place, what a stage to welcome you back. Let's start there. How does it feel to be on such a momentous occasion?
Yeah, you know, honestly, there's no better card to have my biggest fight back on. So, you know, it's very exciting. I've been out for, it's going to be up to a year now since my last major fight with Misfits. So, you know, like I said, biggest card of the year. Very excited to be on it.
It is the Supercard in Qatar, and what a fight to have on such an occasion. You and Jarvis, there's beef, there's history, there's titles on the line, there's narrative, which is what we want at Misfits.
Yes.
It's got everything.
It's got it all. It's obviously me and Jarvis been going back and forth now for a few months. He got offered to fight me on the Dublin card and said no. So I kind of me off like the first Misfits fighter to not defend his belt. Like that belt should be mine right now. But obviously he said no, took on Warren Spencer, beat him, and now got the Jarvis fight, which is what I wanted.
Talk about the opponent. I mean, we love a good narrative on Misfits,
Yeah.
and this is saturated.
Oh yeah,
with it.
definitely.
This is absolutely full of it. I almost didn't know where to begin, but let's just talk about the opponent first off. Ben is a good fighter.
Yeah.
Very vocal.
Oh yeah.
What are your opinions on him?
Yeah, so I mean, he's obviously been talking about me for a while now. You know, his first fight was actually on the card I fought Gibb on, which was crazy. So both of us have actually fought on the same card before. And obviously this year I've been a bit inactive because of my hand injuries, thanks to B-Dave. But that's all healed up, you know, a lot of recovery and going into that. So I'm back punching stronger than ever.
Has anything he's said annoyed you? Has it been?
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. I've definitely heard him say a few things like I'm scared, I don't want to fight him, this and that. And you know, I've been in the ring with much tougher opponents than this kid, so I'm not scared to fight anyone. You know, I fought Thompson A, I fought Gibb. I was never scared, I never backed down, and he's not someone I'm scared of. I think he's pretty overrated personally. He's had 4 fights, he's got 4 wins. Those opponents though, I wouldn't say are on the level of the kind of people I've fought. And it's gonna be a shock when he gets in there with me because I'm on a whole different level.
Is he your toughest opponent today?
Could be. Warren Spencer was tough too, better than I expected. Fit, strong. But yeah, I think Jarvis could be the toughest, not gonna lie.
Are you Jarvis's toughest test today?
Yeah, for sure.
So, with that being said, should you get the win in Qatar, I'm not assuming that you're looking past this, but if you get that win, he would say his toughest date was probably Gibb.
He could say that.
And if you get the win, is that where you're looking?
Yeah, I could say Gibb could be next day, depending on how he gets on with Slim. I wouldn't mind taking Gibb on.
Do you think that's maybe where you take the victory over Ben? He's not necessarily had to dig that deep on this kind of card yet.
100%. Like I said, like his first 2 opponents, I know they looked like they had never really boxed before. Sure, he fought Fez Batista, and then, you know, it was a controversial stoppage against Warren Spencer. That's a whole different story.
Which we will pick over in a moment.
Exactly. Yeah. But you know that
he's not been to the well.
No, exactly. He hasn't really dug too deep, and I'm gonna take him there, and I don't think it's gonna go the distance.
You mentioned the Warren Spencer fight there. What were your thoughts on that particular fight?
Yeah, so he, of course, I would say he was winning the fight for sure.
Yeah.
In the first round, he's very active. He did get caught a couple times. I saw that. And I just picture myself, if I was the one that was landing those shots in him, he wouldn't still be standing. So, you know, he definitely got saved by the ref in that fight, and you know, I'm just excited to finally shut him up.
Do you think you'd want to fight Jarvis if you didn't have the belt?
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Why?
It's funny though, because I used to watch this guy on YouTube when I was like 12, playing Black Ops, doing trick shots, and now I get to knock him out 8 years later. So yeah, it's just funny. Like, I was telling a few of the boys back at home, boxing this Jarvis dude, and they're just like, it's just quite funny, innit? I used to watch him on YouTube and that. Now I get to beat him.
Talk to me a little bit about that B-Day fight, because the first round, okay, wow,
Yeah.
all right, and then then we go much longer than that, and it's because of an injury that I think is well documented now. It's what's kept you out for as long as it has, right?
It's been a long time. So like, I just remember during the fight, of course, first round was great, second round was good. Got back in the corner, and usually the adrenaline, like I've been hit a lot. Usually the adrenaline masks everything, you can't feel a thing, but my hands, I just remember feeling my knuckles, both hands actually, were in excruciating pain I've never felt before. And I just had to kind of fight through it. Every punch I was landing on him was just like needles, knives going into my knuckles. And I honestly, in the moment, I'm not really thinking about that. I'm just thinking, I have to win this fight. Every round counts. So I'm just continuously trying to batter him. Punches, I'm obviously trying to subconsciously protect my knuckles by, trying to hit a little softer maybe. And I guess that's why the fight may have gone 5 rounds. That's thanks to B-Dave and his metal head. I don't know what his head is made out of or his skull, but it is not from this world. And he took me out for like a good 5-6 months. I couldn't punch.
We saw you two face to face a few moments ago in a piece called "How Did We Get Here?" And it was all very nice and calm. And then the piece finished, and it was not nice and calm anymore. What happened?
I just seen me belt on the table, and I just wanted to take my belt. You know what I mean? Just like get a little, just wear it. And yeah, he didn't like that. He thinks it's his belt, but it's actually mine. You know what I mean? So yeah, he has another month and a bit left with it, so he can say his goodbyes real soon, and I'll take that belt back to Dublin where it belongs. Nice, sweet and sound.
It's a great fight, and it's one worthy of a place on the Qatar Supercard.
For sure.
Can't wait. Thank you again.
Let's
we'll
have
see
it.
you for a busy fight campaign.
Amen.